Welcome to your favorite weekly music history show, where this week we are going over the debut project of one of the most prolific artists of this generation, as we look at Kanye West's The College Dropout.
Perfect.
Kanye West is quite the interesting character, and if you haven't been living under a rock for the past 15 years or so, then you would know this as well. From a young age, Kanye was obsessed with creating music and art. He would produce beats and sell them off to his friends or other local artists in the Chicago area. He claims he even made 5 beats a day for 3 full summers. Kanye eventually rose the ranks of producers, being recognized and praised from artists such as Talib Kweli and even Jay-Z. However, Kanye wasn't satisfied with just being a renowned producer. He wanted to be the best rapper-producer combo that this world has ever seen. However, it would not be an easy path to success. No one wanted Kanye the rapper, they just wanted Kanye the producer. Kanye would literally play his demo to whoever and whatever he possibly could just to have it heard. And finally he was invited to an interview with Capitol Records, but Kanye being Kanye, he ended up inadvertently making fun of a rapper who turned out to be the son of the man that was interviewing Kanye for the position at Capitol. So, needless to say, it didn't go through. A heartbroken Kanye was tossed a bone by Rockefeller Records, and he was eventually signed. And after attaining a record deal, Kanye worked as hard as he possibly could to make the best damn album ever. Instead of rapping about drugs, money, and violence, Kanye opted to rap about everyday struggles that could relate to a much larger audience. His debut even mostly talked about the pointlessness of college and the pressure that he felt to continue his educational career to follow in his mother's footsteps. He wasn't a quote-unquote backpack or conscious rapper, but instead he was a realist. After a long recording process, which has never been actually properly documented, it's estimated to have taken around 3 years to create, The College Dropout was finally released on Rockefeller Records on February 10th, 2004. Who would have thought that the first single Kanye would ever release would be Through the Wire, a song all about his near-death experience after a horrific car crash. On October 23rd, 2002, Kanye got in his car and was leaving from the studio. While driving, he was cut off by another driver and was forced to drive into oncoming traffic, where he was hit square on. His jaw had been smashed in and was subsequently wired up in order to complete the surgery. Yet, only a few days later, Kanye would come back to write and then record Through the Wire. His inability to articulate due to the wire still being in his jaw as a precaution would leave us with this song so full of appreciation for life even in his darkest moments. He even apologizes in the song itself, saying, "Yeah, sorry, my jaw's wired up, you might not be able to understand me, but I'm gonna do it anyway." It would go on to peak at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100, and I must say, it is quite the start to a very, very interesting and unique career. Released on December 2nd, 2003, Slow Jams is the second single to be released alongside of The College Dropout. Jamie Foxx, one of the artists featured on this track, recalls the first time that he met Kanye at a party that Jamie was hosting. Kanye, not at all famous at the time, introduced himself to Jamie and told him that he had a spot for him on one of his new songs. Kanye told Jamie how the chorus went, and Jamie began to sing. Kanye then kind of turned and was like, "Ooh, I don't know about that," but he still ended up using his vocal track for the final cut of the song. Unbeknownst to Jamie, he didn't even know that he was still on the track, not until he found out that the song was number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was even nominated for the Best Rap Song Performance at the 47th Annual Grammys. This feature would also end up giving Jamie the opportunity to branch out of just film and also focus on a career in music. Side note, this is also probably one of Kanye's best songs he's ever put out. All Falls Down is the third single released with Kanye's debut. All Falls Down almost did all fall down due to a sample clearance issue with one of Miss Lauryn Hill's tracks. This was right before recording the song, so Kanye ended up calling his friend Selena Johnston to come to his apartment and redo the vocal samples so he could avoid being sued. Selena would cover Lauryn Hill's sample and would also find out from Kanye that very day that Kanye decided to use this as one of the singles for the album. He had also announced that the next week they would be doing a video shoot that was all paid for by Kanye. Seriously, I don't understand why people didn't take this guy more seriously back in the day, because he seems pretty committed to me. The last single that I would like to cover in this video is the infamous Jesus Walks. Much like All Falls Down, Kanye did not only just pay for one, but 2 music videos out of his own pocket for this song. He felt a certain conviction for this track, as he even sings on the song itself that he, quote, can rap about anything except for Jesus. Kanye knew that this song would still get radio airplay, but a lot of the people around him doubted him. Jesus Walks was even on his demo tape that he would show to literally anybody that he could, and people still didn't sign him after hearing that song, which is crazy. Jesus Walks is one of Kanye's earliest songs, but it's still one of his best, and it's one of his most recognizable and memorable. I mean, he won the Grammy for the Best Rap Song at the 47th Annual Grammys for this track. So much for not being able to rap about Jesus.
Everybody want to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
For better or worse, Kanye West's College Dropout changed the landscape of rap music in the mid-2000s. Kanye pushed for more samples in his track and stuck to more common and understandable themes to rap over. He even admits to knowing that this album was a hit before it was even released. Truth be told, his confidence is what wins us over the most, whether we want to admit it or not. Not only is his style still copied to this day, but there are countless more artists that have been inspired by him. Not even just rappers, but musicians in general want to follow in the footsteps of Kanye West. And when I really truly boil it down, I do think that the College Dropout is my favorite Kanye West album. Sure, it is a little bloated with a few unnecessary tracks, but in the end, it's still extremely fun and avoids staying sterile. Most of this can be credited to his production, but even the interludes are fun and they speak from the top of Kanye's heart. His ego is in check for the most part, something that, we would quickly realize would shift in the near future. To me, this is Kanye's most bare project. It's not lacking in any way, but it's just not off the wall, batshit insane. It's an album from a guy who is chasing his dreams and would stop at absolutely nothing, even after facing death, to get what he wants. So, whether you've never heard this record before, or if it is a personal favorite of yours, Kanye West's The College Dropout will always be forever spinning. Thanks for watching.